Okay, let me just make sure audio's fine. It looks okay. Cool. So let's just start here. So Mars Sheik, I believe this is Rayboy P's Sheik. Pretty sure it is. And this was a 3-game set, best of 5, but I only have games like 2 or 1 and it's either game 1 and 2 or games 2 and 3. I think one of them for some reason didn't record properly. I don't know. Okay. So yeah, low percent combo game is just kind of something you have to learn. So let's go back here. Let me, so here, I don't think Marth has any real follow-up since she gets 0 with up throw. So what I would probably recommend is to go for a forward throw, and then you at least have the chance here at a regrab. With up throw, it's just easy for Sheik to jump out of, but what you can do is instead of attacking, you can prep yourself for a counter hit by crouching, and if they don't go for a counter hit, and if they jump up like this, you can start to shark with up air instead of up tilt. Up tilt, you know, you're grounded, and you can't really control your drift. If you're up tilting and you whiff, you can kind of drift away from where Sheik is at, and not get hit by this counter hit back air. But it's low percent, nothing here is really too big of a deal. Well spaced down tilt. But Sheik crouches it and is going to go in and get a grab. But for some reason it's dash attack instead, maybe a failed boost grab. Here, this is a situation where you're going to want to eventually learn ASDI down, especially against Sheik. This dash attack should not be popping you up at this percent. But you get out of it, low percent, not much going on, so you back off. You go for a grab here. So yeah, I think you just expected to be able to whiff punish this. And this is something that you're gonna have to learn about every character, is like the timing and stuff. Like, you see a whiff down smash and you're definitely thinking like, oh, this is a free punish. What Sheik's thinking is, oh, I completely whiffed, I need to kind of get out of here. So in these kinds of situations, you're gonna have to look at the other character and kind of get a good feel for the end lag on everything. And then in this situation, it's just recognizing that you're not actually gonna be able to get a good punish on this whiff down smash, and instead, what you should be looking to punish is what Sheik is doing after. So Sheik does a panic roll, and you go for grab where Sheik was, and then Sheik's over here F tilting. Nothing really comes of it. But that's just a situation where you could wind up getting a punish if you're just waiting a beat here. So you're dash dancing, and again, Sheik is getting a low percent dash attack here. This is punishable if you're holding down. You would basically just get a grab here. But you do a counter hit forward air, low percent Sheik, or Sheik against low percent characters gets counter hit a lot. Jab, probably not ideal. I don't think it was probably on purpose. Maybe it was. You could probably get another forward air, because you got the tipper, so there's a good amount of hits done here. So here, you could probably sneak in a short hop forward air and keep Sheik up in the air. Jab, you just get a little bit of damage. So here, I don't recommend going for these YOLO F smashes so much. You're definitely calling out an approach, but when we're looking at like spacing, let's see. So so Sheik backs off, wants a little space, wants to get on the ground, probably thinking to charge the needles a little bit, and sees a Marth running towards you on the ground. So what Sheik is thinking here is, you're either going to grab, down tilt, or F smash. Those are your main grounded options. You could also do some kind of like approaching neutral air, which I don't really like as Marth. I think it puts you in a very vulnerable situation, or some kind of forward air. But because of Sheik's percent, forward air here would be pretty bad. It'd be a crouch cancel, and then you're getting grabbed and comboed. So you go for forward smash. Sheik is just ready to space around it. So here, when you have Sheik in the corner as Marth, especially on FD, there's no platforms for Sheik to move around on and be tricky with needles and things like that. When you get this kind of space in neutral, you want to try to maintain it. You don't necessarily want to just attack right away. Sheik has annoying tools to get out of the corner against Marth, like needle and stuff like that, and the burst with the boost grab is pretty quick and hard to react to. But instead of committing super hard with a forward smash when you have your opponent in the corner or something like that, like down tilt here, you might have gotten punished for going for like the run cancel down tilt in this situation. I don't know the exact timing, but if you had gone for a down tilt instead of forward smash, it would have been a more effective tool in zoning. You might have even caught Sheik dashing back with it here. Let me take a look. I'm bad at navigating the slippy replays. No, you would have definitely missed. You would have missed with a down tilt, but you would have had the opportunity to either down tilt again or do some kind of dash back, or down tilt and then dash forward and grab Sheik's approach. Instead, Sheik is just going to get around your F smash that's really laggy. So like, let's look at this again, right? Like, so you come here, Sheik's way over here when you start your F smash. Tons of lag, Sheik dash dances around it. And then Sheik gets all the way over here from where you started it. And Sheik was way over here when you started F smash. And it's at so much end lag that Sheik is now on the other side of your body attacking you before your end lag's even done. Now you're popped up. This is a terrible situation for Marth to be in against Sheik. With Sheik, you generally want to be grounded because, you know, once Sheik gets underneath you, it's just a bunch of free damage. So there's an up tilt and a completely whiffed punish by Sheik, unfortunately. Bam. Forward air misses. It's probably just like nair or something here, or up air with Sheik. So you get the free whiff punish, up tilt forward airs. So yeah, again, this is kind of like recognizing percents and hit stun. So here you get the weak hit of forward air. The weak hit of forward air does not have very much hit stun, especially at this percent. So you're thinking Sheik's just gonna keep falling. Sheik is very difficult to combo. If this is like a Fox or something, then the, you know, forward smash maybe has a chance. Sheik can just kind of jump out. But then no real punish. Then you grab, you're sharking, and you just F smash because Sheik is like floating way up in the air with, yeah. I mean, it's good recognition in the situation. F smash was pretty safe there, I feel like, because if Sheik double jumps to get out of this F smash, you're probably going to be able to recover in time and not be punished here. So you're just kind of punishing Sheik for being in the air for no reason. This F smash, I feel like this might have been a mistake because Sheik is just fully invincible and you're F smashing nothing here. Like this, Sheik cannot be hit right now, so your main focus should be not getting grabbed in this situation and using your movement to try to avoid getting grabbed. So yeah, Sheik gets a free grab here. You put yourself in end lag when Sheik was invincible. Let's see. Okay, so this is something here. When your Marth is Sheik, I think that you should be wanting to get on the ground. Now, maybe you thought that a grab was going to come here, but you probably could have beaten this grab if you had gotten onto the ground and grabbed yourself. Instead, you put yourself like way up in the air with no double jump against Sheik, and that usually spells trouble. Sheik avoids your landing forward air. Try to avoid doing a lot of these panic landing aerials. Sometimes you just need to get on the ground, and it's the problem I have with Box Fox right now. I kind of panic sometimes. What was I saying? Yeah, so don't put yourself in the air with no double jump unnecessarily. So this is kind of like a similar situation to the F smash here. This is even like really similar spacing, so maybe down tilt wasn't the answer in that other spot too. So like in the past you went for F smash and then this time you go for down tilt, but because Sheik is outside of down tilt range, I think it's probably just best to not use a move here. So you get punished. That's dead Marth. Never mind. Okay. Wow. So yeah, Marth has some pretty limited options off the ledge. It's a little tricky to get back on stage, especially against Sheik. So here you're just trying to like fight your way out of the corner. It's tough. So this is something that is a good thing to take note of here. So you kind of do like a bad ledge option, probably by accident. I think most people tournament winner by accident. Sheik just doesn't react at all to this and puts herself in the corner. So when you're here, kind of like the other situation when you had Sheik in the corner, you don't really want to overcommit to an option if it's going to potentially put you in a bad spot. And you go for a dash attack here, which is probably like the worst option Marth can go for at low percent. Doesn't really lead into anything at this percent. It's really crouch cancelable. It has a ton of end lag. So Sheik is just jumping over you. Now, I am gonna assume Sheik probably jumped here to avoid a grab. Just jumps over and back airs your dash attack and you're dead. Alright, so this is another thing to keep note of in the matchup. When Sheik has needles, so she could charge some needles while you were dead, and you're going in and F smashing. Now, a big thing to consider is risk reward. F smashing a Sheik at like 0% is probably not going to get you a whole lot here, and it has a lot of end lag. So what you're going to wind up doing is basically using up almost all of your invincibility on one F smash, and you're keeping yourself kind of in the same spot. And at the same time, you allow Sheik to get out of the corner, basically uncontested. And then Sheik here. Now, if you were not invincible, Sheik is just going to do a needle grab on you right now, but you still had some invincibility frames, so Sheik just double jumps away to throw the needles on your approach here, and then you try to grab, and I think you buffer like a light shield or something because you're holding Z, and then you get grabbed. So when you're playing around... Oops. When you're playing around a Sheik with needles, you have to like really keep in mind that the diagonal that the needles go on. Sheiks love to get needle grab. It's a really good option in a lot of matchups. It covers a lot of these grounded approaches against pretty much every character. What you want to do is try to avoid kind of that 45-degree angle where the needles come down. You want to try to get Sheik on the ground and just be aware that, you know, if a Sheik is seemingly looking for this needle grab in the air, when Sheiks land, sometimes they'll throw the needles anyway to try to catch you trying to punish a landing or whatever. So just be aware of when Sheik has needles. It's very dangerous to get hit by a needle grab in this matchup. It's very dangerous to get hit by needles in general. You get chain grabbed once, up smash, doesn't lead into anything. Wow, that is a very unfortunate miss dash tech for Sheik. You kind of get lucky here. So you just like bounce up, and Sheik's dash attack completely misses. Reading the no tech. Okay, that's a bad forward air and you grab it. Let's see here. It's just like a mash out or something. Okay, so you fight your way out of the corner successfully this time. I generally advise not fighting your way out of the corner so hard. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. It really just depends on who you're playing against. You F smash. So then here, this is like another situation where percents are very important. What aerial do you have that is going to straight up beat a grounded approach from Sheik when Sheik is at 27%? And the answer is really nothing. Like, you could maybe do a down air to call out some kind of grounded approach, but if you miss that down air, you're 1000% just getting punished. So Sheik just gets underneath you quickly with the dash attack. This dash attack was not very good from Sheik. Something that would have been better is like getting under and doing a run cancel F tilt like here. It would have easily been underneath this neutral air. So this is one of the reasons I don't like doing an approaching neutral air with Marth against Sheik in particular. Sheik gets down very low during dash, and your neutral air is like way up here. It doesn't really have much of a chance to hit a dashing Sheik. So Sheik can get underneath you and F tilt you or up tilt you pretty easily. Now it just happens that dash attack whiffs here. But, and this is the other side effect of putting yourself in the air and committing to an option like this when your opponent's in the corner. Your opponent just got underneath you and all of a sudden you're in the corner. You're not really at a good percent for ASDI down to kind of avoid some of Sheik's weaker combos. And Sheik is in an annoying position for you. Sheik can just control space and zone you out with like F tilts or grab, dash attack, whatever. F tilt clank. You shield here. Pretty good reaction on the clank. Sheik was trying to cheese you with a dash attack to try to get like a forward air or something and kill you. So you grab a bad dash attack, up throw, up tilt. So like here again, this is kind of like the knowing when and what you can follow up on. So this up tilt's not going to lead into another up tilt because of the percent. Maybe at like lower percents this can happen. But here, what you're probably going to want to do is just try to react to what Sheik does. I think this is Rayboy's Sheik. Hello, Steez. You don't have audio? You can hear me, right? Yeah, I'm not muted. Okay. So this is just a Sheik. This is a Sheik, maybe Rayboy Sheik. So I already went over kind of like the first stock and some of the interactions on this stock. Just know your Sheik never played you on FD. Yeah, okay. So good, you cover this like, so Sheik double jumps, which is pretty fucking bad to do against Marth because you can get sharked and take a shit ton of damage. You go for forward air. Probably what would be better is when Sheik doesn't have a double jump to just go for an up air to keep Sheik higher in the air. But forward air is fine, you get damage. Sheik is gonna be able to crouch cancel for a smaller amount of time. This down tilt was pretty fine. Didn't look super punishable because you did it while Sheik was still in the air. Bam, you down tilt. Sheik does a bad landing fair trying to catch a grounded approach. Sheik shields, you run up. So you were calling out a dash back, it looked like. You wanted to F smash here pretty bad. Yeah, you were definitely trying to call out some dash back and then F smash it. Sheik just F tilts and you get knocked down. Getting knocked down there is preferable to getting knocked up. Alright, so Sheik doing bad moves on your shield. F tilt. So here, this is something... When your opponent's on the ledge, there's a few things you need to be kind of wary of. So you had like pretty good spacing here to deal with the Sheik ledge dash. This is maybe even too close to deal with like a really good ledge dash F tilt. But Sheik just rolls, and then you wind up putting yourself kind of too far away. You have time to react to what your opponent's doing off the ledge most of the time. If it's a regular getup, you can kind of be a little patient. You can go for the grab. F tilt works though. And then you're too close this time to cover the roll, and you're down tilting when Sheik's not doing a whole lot. So then Sheik gets behind you, F tilt, forward air. You overcommit in the corner. But you get a little lucky here. So yeah, dash attack, not so good. So you get this follow-up here, you catch the Sheik trying to come in with down tilt. And then you immediately commit to an option sometimes. Because like down tilt, when Sheik is crouching, it doesn't have a lot of end lag. Dash attack has a ton of end lag. Now Sheik does another bad forward air here, and you get a punish off of it, looks like. So what you can do is, after you get a down tilt, you don't always have to go for something immediately. A lot of Marths like to do down tilt, and then they try to follow it up with another down tilt or grab or something like that. And that can definitely work, especially if your opponent's trying to hold forward after getting down tilted. At this kind of percent, it's probably a pretty good decision. What you could also do is down tilt and then kind of wait it out a little bit, because if you look at the distance here, hold on, let's go back. So you down tilt the approach, and there's like a fair bit of distance, and she got put into the air, so she can't really react immediately. So what you can do is you can use your movement like you've been practicing, like your dash dances here. So instead of going for an immediate attack, what you can do is recognize that Sheik can act out of that down tilt pretty quickly and go for a dash dance to see if you can get Sheik to do a bad option, like a bad forward tilt. Or if Sheik were to jump up like this, then you could do like a dash dance forward air to catch Sheik's jump. But Sheik does a bad forward air and you get a grab out of it anyway. So here, this is another... Sometimes they go a little too in-depth on like every little interaction. Sometimes you need to let stocks play out more. Oh, here. So this is a little tricky. Edgeguarding Sheik's kind of hard with Marth. What a lot of people like to do, and what I like to do, or what I hate playing against, I should say, is people like to grab and then do some kind of throw. Probably back throw to put Sheik back off stage. A lot of people like to do. It's kind of like resetting the situation, and then you give yourself at least a chance to kill Sheik. By going for an F smash here, especially a non-tipper F smash, you don't really give yourself a chance to kill Sheik, and you put Sheik back into the middle of the stage. Sheik rolls in, and then look at this. I mean, non-tipper down tilt gets crouched forever. Sheik doesn't punish it. So you go for 2 down tilts. You get weak down tilt, you go for another down tilt. This is another situation where you kind of just need to know. I mean, this is probably safe. You get tipper down tilt on shield. Sheik jumps. This is generally like something you can react to. Sheik is pretty far away from you jumping. So again, sometimes you kind of have like a snap reaction after you hit a down tilt to like do something else. Sometimes waiting a second can lead to something better. When Sheik's putting herself in the air, that means that you can punish her with your long disjoints. So like, if you think about Marth's sword is basically just a giant extension that can't be hit by another person. So when Sheik is up in the air, you can basically challenge Sheik basically for free with like a short hop forward air. And Sheik even double jumps here, which is like extra bad. But Sheik's gonna do a quick forward air to try to punish your F tilt. It doesn't work. Outside of your shield grab range, unfortunately. Little back air. So yeah, you're on the ledge. You had a lot of trouble getting out of that situation before. So this is really tricky. When Marth's in the corner, Sheik going for grab is really threatening. It's hard to avoid, especially when you're at high percent, because you can't, you know, when you're at high percent, because like you can't try to play around grounded options that well. If you put yourself in the air, you're getting like forward air and you're just dead. So you get grabbed here, and I assume, okay, F throw for some reason, down throw would have led to a kill really easily. That was probably an accident. Zoning with back air, and you grab a bad back air. You're doing a good job of kind of punishing a lot of these bad aerials. So this F smash is like... This is pretty good, actually. I mean, it's like a little bit risky, but Sheik has like nowhere to go. The spacing for F smash is actually really good. Like, look at where you're at and where Sheik is at. If Sheik were to shield this, Sheik's just going to the ledge. There's really nowhere Sheik can go safely here. It's either shield and try to get to ledge, or you die, and Sheik dies. So that was a good F smash, recognizing the situation where Sheik had no room to work with backwards. If Sheik did like a runoff here, Sheik wouldn't have died, but Sheik also is not punishing you. So I like that F smash a lot. I think that's a spacing that you need to keep in mind in the future. It's pretty tough to deal with. Sheik put herself in the corner too much. So yeah, unfortunate. Getting off the ledge with Marth sucks. In the matchup, you get grabbed. So I like this a lot better than what you did before. So last time you had invincibility from the platform, you came down and F smashed and basically wasted all your invincibility. This time you come in with a grab, and you're giving yourself a chance at a punish. Now this dash attack is not great again. I would strongly try to get rid of dash attack in your repertoire, especially at low percent, especially against Sheik. But just in general at low percent, it's not a very good option. If Sheik here is holding down, you just get CC grabbed. Instead you get a knock up because Sheik's not holding down. It leads to like an F tilt. But this is again, and this has happened a few times, you kind of go for an up tilt at these like weird low mid percents, and it's not quite going to follow up into another F tilt, especially because you got tipper here. So what you should probably be doing is looking for what Sheik is doing. Some Sheiks might try to come down and forward air you, in which case you just get a shield grab. If Sheik double jumps like this, you want to try to threaten Sheik's landing with a short hop up air. And you do this here, very nice. Up tilt, you're sharking. Oh, you get a really unlucky phantom there. I don't have much to say about that. I mean, it's just unfortunate. And then you come in with like a dash attack here. This is like a Sheik habit almost, like trying to cover a landing with a dash attack. Now, what you can do, and this is something to think about with Marth, when you're at low percent against a Sheik, you can really threaten grab strong, like when you're doing these grounded approaches on a landing. So, like, what is Sheik going to do here to beat you? And this is something that you need to think about in game. So Sheik has a lot of tilts, obviously, that are kind of annoying to deal with, but they're very crouch cancelable, especially at low percent, and you're at 0. So this is a pretty safe situation to go for a grab on the landing. If Sheik does like a wave land back, you'll probably lose the interaction, but Sheik doesn't here. So going for a grab would be strong. It's not as committal as this dash attack is. This dash attack is just going to get you grabbed every time. So yeah, and then if you were to get that grab on Sheik, maybe you can do some kind of F throw and hope that the DI is bad and you can get like an F smash or pivot F smash or something. So you get back thrown, you're in the corner. So yeah, doing this approaching Nair, I've talked about it before, I don't know if you were in stream for it. This kind of approaching Nair is very bad against Sheik. It just is easy to see and space around. So you get grabbed, your second part of that Nair doesn't even come out because you did it pretty low to the ground. You get grabbed, this should be up tilt, forward tilt. Cringe. Yeah, there's some like defensive Nairs that you can do, like a drift back or a Nair in place that's a lot better. And it's a lot harder for Sheik to play around. There's like auto cancel Nair. So yeah, you're going for F smash, you're getting thirsty for the kill. I think a lot of Marths at this percent, it's like very awkward to find a kill on Sheik sometimes. So you both like cross each other up. Sheik can react out of it faster. F tilt, you get a knockdown. So you're getting these knockdowns, which means that you're actively trying to ASDI down, it looks like, which is very good. It's better than getting popped up. So yeah, you do this Nair in place, and then look at you, you're crouching, and you avoid it, and you get this grab. So that's kind of what I'm talking about when I don't like approaching Nairs as much in this matchup, but this defensive Nair, and like the timing is like just right. You get this dash dance, like, and Sheik's dash attack, the hitbox is like kind of behind her a little bit. So this is like perfect micro spacing. Whether or not it was fully intentional, it looked like you definitely had the plan of baiting out something and dash dancing around and getting a grab. And a lot of players in the corner like this do not have the confidence in themselves to play with this much space. But you felt pretty comfortable here, and that was very, very good. Dash dance grab. And you try to back throw. Maybe even F smash if you get lucky works here, but it looks like the DI was just like okay, I don't know. F tilt is not very good. It can work sometimes, but it's pretty laggy and doesn't do a whole lot for you. So weird down air. It looks like the L cancel. No, L cancel. You just roll out of it and down tilt. So yeah, again, you're kind of like... So there's like two spots where Nair is pretty bad, right? So Nair is bad when you're approaching a grounded Sheik, because Sheik can get underneath you pretty easy, or just avoid it entirely. It's also bad when Sheik is above you because Nair has no hitbox in this area. If you were going for forward air, you'd at least be giving yourself a chance to hit. It looks like the spacing would be a maybe on forward air hitting. You get punished here for free. And then you do like a landing Nair, I think. Looks like it just auto-cancelled. So here you're a little stationary waiting to see what Sheik does. You clank and then you jab first. Nice. Okay, this is a little tricky. I like the movement here. Get on ledge. Again, you're kind of confused about how to punish Sheik here. It's very tricky with Marth. You kind of get boxed out in the corner. It's tough. That probably should have been a grab, but... Alright. So this spacing in neutral is kind of weird. Sheik is at really high percent, and you're at very low percent, so without even like seeing the interaction, run through F smashes the Steez. It's a pretty good option sometimes, especially like you bait it out in F tilt. I'm gonna assume Sheik dies here somehow. Oh. Okay, this would have been a good spot for F smashed. If you had just F smashed here, dead Sheik. But you get a grab, which is obviously like good, but at this percent's not getting you a whole lot. Okay, so I was right, Sheik dies in this interaction. It just all looked very bad for Sheik, and you played around it pretty well. Air dodge, F tilt. So yeah, just when you're at low percent, know that a lot of these like F tilts and stuff don't really work against you. You should be able to crouch cancel or ASDI down. That's something that you should look into learning a little bit alongside your movement. Good punish. Oh, how do you lose this? No. This looks so promising here. Hold on, wait. I think you like down air. You sneak in a down air here somewhere. Yeah, you down air a bad up tilt. Follow up. Get a grab. Good follow. Good follow. Yeah, and then you don't really know how to edge guard Sheik. I said this earlier. In this situation, I would prefer grab and then back throw, because then if you catch a bad DI, you just like instantly win the game. And if it's good DI, you're more or less resetting the situation. Sheik is not overwhelmingly threatening on the ledge. There's like, if the Sheik's like very, very good at ledge dash, F tilt, then it can be bad. You get F tilted, you're in the air, you don't have your double jump, I think. Back air. Oh, and then you're dead. Okay. So yeah, you definitely had this game. And then just like situational awareness, it's tough. Okay. So overall, not too bad. There's just some situations where like the spacing and decision making is not quite what you need it to be in the matchup. Sheik has to work a lot less hard than Marth does to win in the matchup. So, like, a lot of the situations you kind of are, like, doing an option, and then, like, the biggest offender was sometimes you're trying to catch people with, like, a dash attack, especially at percents where dash attack's not really gonna do anything for you. If you were to replace a lot of those dash attacks with something like just a JC grab, it might actually connect and work. So I'm opening up the other game. I like to mute the audio. Yeah, and you can go back and watch kind of the beginning of it and see what I'm talking about, and then I'll send you the recording so you can look at some of the situations. So this is probably going to be a trickier to deal with matchup on a stage with platforms. It's a little more complicated for Marth when platforms get involved. So you're going for an F smash at 0, risk reward not very high. So this is bad spacing when your opponent's on the ledge here. You're way too close, and this is something I talked about I think once in the first game. Let There's a situation where you got the punish initially on Sheik's get up option, but Sheik went right back to ledge, and then you kind of put yourself like way too close like this. So like Sheik can just like roll behind you here, and I think that's what's gonna happen. And that's not really like a big deal. You can react to the roll behind and grab or F smash, whatever you like. The bigger problem is that when you're playing against a Sheik who knows how to ledge dash, you're going to get ledge dash grab, and then all of a sudden you're getting comboed. So really what you want to do is play around a ledge dash distance, which is more like around where the edge of this platform is. Most Sheiks are not going to hit some crazy ass ledge dash and get way over here and grab you safely, but you need to be aware that once this ledge dash happens, there's a lot of things that can come out very quickly. Like a ledge dash grab is a real thing. Now you can beat it by playing around that distance, but it's pretty hard to react to. So yeah, Sheik's gonna roll, and then you try to grab, I think, the regular get up. So yeah, now you're in the corner against Sheik, and then this is like a weird back air. I don't know what Sheik's going for here. You try to up tilt it. It's a little late. Okay, so you're in the corner. I want to see how you try to fight out of the corner here. Dash attack. Now, this is almost the same exact situation that happened last game at the beginning of the game. You go for like a low % dash attack, and it just kind of works. This will not work against better Sheik players. They're going to be crouching this, and you're going to be getting grabbed. So then tech, you get the nice tech chase, grab, up tilt, and you're following it. You're following it. Sheik has double jump, I think, still. Good follow. Trapping Sheik on platforms is Marth. Oh, okay. So you try to, I assume, learning from the other game where your F smash in this direction wasn't getting anything. You try to get across from Sheik and F smash. Again, it's just like probably just grab, back throw, and reset the situation. Spot dodge and grab. So I like the idea of you dash dancing here, but there's like a little bit of a problem with like the spacing in particular. So like you're really close to Sheik when you start this dash dance, so when you're going back in, you're going really close to Sheik. And you even get Sheik to shield for a second here. It's probably better to grab than to dash dance for too long, because especially if this is Preston, a player at this level is going to recognize that you're just dash dancing and be able to attack you. So sometimes you do need to eventually kind of punish something or go for something to beat just the standing still Sheik. It's a little hard to know when and where is a good time to do it. Yeah, this is scary to be on a platform up there. Just getting off the ledge is tough as always. So yeah, look at how far back Sheik is playing against you. Sheik's not overly worried about anything. Really just playing around you doing a roll, and then kind of just whiffs. Back air should be dead. So yeah, landing down air. You're using up your invincibility. Doing really laggy options that don't have a very high chance of hitting. You try to F smash or roll, but you're pretty late. It's hard to punish Sheik roll on reaction. Run through F smash should be dead Sheik. Let's see, do you clean it up? Good. Oh. No double jump, you get up air grabbed. Wow, how do you break out? That was kind of crazy. Nice. So yeah, this is why going for Marth grab instead of doing a dash tech, especially these percents, is a lot better, because look at this. So you see Sheik here, you've done a dash tech in a similar situation before and gotten punished at this percent. So instead you go for a grab, right? But grab has not a ton of end lag, and then Sheik is like looking at this thinking that Sheik can whiff punish, and then you dash dance grab. So that's why Marth grab is just like a really good option. It's very not committal. You can play around it, and once you do get the grab, it can lead to pretty big punishes. Now this is similar to the first game. You do an up throw at 0 and don't get anything. What you should mess with against Sheik is doing an F throw at 0 because you can get a regrab off of it. And then from there you can start doing up throw into like up tilt or something. So Sheik, little tricky platform movement. You're going to shield that dash attack. Most Sheiks are going to probably go for forward or grab here. And there's not a ton you can do. If you CC it, you can sometimes beat it. But it's a little tough. But it's dash attack and you kind of get out of there by rolling away. I kind of like the idea of just like, okay, I gotta reset the situation and kind of get some space to work with. Let's see. Approaching nairs I don't like, but for some reason she keeps dash attacking. Oh. Okay, so I'm sure you know this, but just in case you don't, when you see an opponent no tech and you get into the range of them, what you want to do is always crouch when you're at a lower percent. I don't know the exact percent for Marth to crouch cancel the get up attack. It's probably like 80 is like the high end of when you should be able to do it. But if you crouch here and Sheik does a get up attack or any character does a get up attack, what should happen is you hold down, you crouch the duration of it, and then you can do like a dash grab, and then you get a free grab here. And like in this situation, when you look at like the spacing here, so like if you were to crouch in this spot, if Sheik does a tech roll in, then you can probably just cover it by grabbing it. And if Sheik does a tech roll away, it might be a little bit tricky to cover that option, but it just gives you a chance to cover everything here. Instead, you don't really crouch it, and then you get knocked away really far, and then Sheik whiffs a grab. So yeah, here it's just a very confused situation. You down tilt, I think you meant to down tilt in the other direction, which is honestly probably a pretty good idea. It's just the timing would be a little off in this situation because it would cover this up B. And then you accidentally turn around and down tilt again, and you're getting thrown up into the air. So yeah, landing down air, not so good. I would avoid doing this. It's hard to not want to do like a panic landing option with a lot of characters. But you get the shield up, but your little feet are sticking out. He tries to shield poke with up smash, but the spacing isn't there. Good. You just punish someone for being in the air in front of your space. So yeah, here, this is another thing, just percents. You're not getting an up till at this percent. Sheik's really high up, and Sheik might even tech on this platform. I have a feeling Preston might have done this DI to be a little bit ambiguous, because it's pretty hard to tell if Sheik's going to wind up on platform or not be on platform. But Sheik doesn't end up on platform. And at this percent, what you want to be doing is probably sharking with up air again, or forward air, something like that. Just try to keep Sheik above you with no jump, and the percent should just kind of build up on its own. Now here, you're just a little slow to react to the landing. You try to down tilt, it looks like. And Sheik F tilt just is really fast and long and has crazy ass range. Ooh, okay. So your idea here is pretty good. You're picking some non-committal options to keep Sheik in the corner while shielding. But then you do this like approaching forward air, and it kind of like defeats the purpose of what you were setting up before. So you're doing like these annoying down tilts and things in the corner. But you do like a full hop forward air, and then you're up here, and Sheik is way down here, and then she can either control the stage and get to the center, or I assume Sheik just back airs or something. Up air? Yeah, up air. So yeah, you're above Sheik and you're getting punished. You do this like panic landing forward air. Sheik could have CC'd and gotten a grab, but didn't. And Sheik does this kind of like, this is like a little bit of a tricky forward air here. I think this is to make you think you can shield grab and then instantly jab. But you do a good job of having discipline here, holding your shield. Get a grab. Yeah, up throw neutral air can work on DI out, but this is just a DI straight up. So what you're going to have to do is probably short hop up air. Just trying to shark again. This is a good neutral air to kind of cover this. It's a little bit risky because Sheik is above you, and it's like a little bit like this Sheik back air could maybe sneak in and get you, but neutral air connects. Off stage, you get on ledge. I like your approach to edge guarding Sheik. You kind of have the right idea about getting to ledge. It's the best way to cover Sheik's options. When Sheik does the initial up B, there's really nothing that can happen other than Sheik landing and taking a long time to recover. You're running in here, so you get clipped by a back air and you're on ledge, and this is obviously like a tricky spot. Wake up down tilt's pretty good. So like a lot of Marts like to do this get up, and it's a pretty good one. Sheik was a little late, maybe playing too far back. Get a down tilt. It's the not tipper, so she can just crouch it, and then you are like going crazy here, F smash, but Sheik's just trying to like make up space. Completely whiffs the punish. Does this grab connect? Okay, cool. You get a grab, and then you back throw. So yeah, this is like what I want you to do when Sheik is up being. Like, you see the situation here where, you know, you get Sheik right in front of you. I would prefer that you go for a grab. It gives you probably a better chance most of the time. In this situation, because you're over 100, you're probably not getting the grab either. But just grab and probably back throw. Like up throw, you're not really getting any follow-up. Back throw, you might get a chance at an edge guard. Nice dash dance in the corner. So like, there was another situation in this game where we're talking about where you're starting your dash dance when Sheik is kind of cornering you. You had a little more space. Or you have a little more space this time than you did before. So you're using your space and you come in. Now dash attack at this percent is still not like a great decision probably. Like if you go for grab, you might be able to back throw again or whatever. But it works because she can't really crouch it anymore. Ooh, now you're dead. Okay. Back air. Oh, that's just an accident. It happens. So yeah, you're too close in the corner again. This is something that's pretty big. Against every character, you need to kind of mind your space in the corner. Too close, she can get behind you pretty easy. Grab, up tilt, just kind of misses the punish. You get a forward air. It looks like you were probably not comfortable getting to ledge there, but you should be able to get there in time. It's just something you're going to have to work on eventually. And Sheik is comboing you. Uh-oh. Yeah, SDs happen. You're trying to do like an air onto ledge. A lot of Marts like to do that. Good. So I think we talked about kind of like a similar-ish F smash when Sheik was in the corner before. This one's a little different. This one's not as safe. So you F smash, you get clipped there. So yeah, Sheik can definitely shield this and get a punish, but Sheik doesn't, and then it's a last stock situation. Oh, nice. This is good recognition on the F smash to CC. It's probably supposed to be an F tilt and just accidentally became F smash. Oh, yeah, so F tilt, very laggy. Doesn't get you a whole lot here. So you're F tilting, and look at how far away Sheik is from you. Sheik has the time to come in and really... That should have... I think that was probably an attempted boost grab that turned into a dash attack. But it still clips you either way and works. You're on the ledge. It's scary against Sheik. It's really about mixing up timing when you're on the ledge against Sheik, when you're doing your ledge refresh. And you're F smashing like crazy. Oof. Yeah, probably less F smash there. It's really laggy. You can spend a lot more time controlling space. And this game's about to be over. So like, let's look at this again. And you're at pretty high percent. So I kind of get why you're panicking a little bit here. So you whiff on the first F smash. You should just try to get out of there. But you F smash 3 times. And that's 3 times too many. You get forward air, dash attack, forward air, and then that's the set. So yeah, just sometimes it's like, I feel like you didn't really play too bad. This matchup is very tricky. Oh, I didn't even mean to go here. But yeah, there's like certain things where it's like being aware of spacing. F smash repeatedly is also the Steez. Well, I don't want to ruin your style or anything, so. But yeah, there's just some spacing stuff where it's like, when your opponent's in the corner or on the ledge, you sometimes put yourself too far over there and you let them get behind you too easily. But overall, not too bad. You do a pretty good job of recognizing like easy to punish situations. Sometimes with up throw, your follow-ups are like not as straightforward against Sheik as they are against like Fox or Falco or even like Falcon or something. So just kind of like knowing the percents, and then you get emotional and it becomes the only move you know. Yeah, I mean, I feel it. I use up smash too much with Fox when I'm in the mood. Yeah. And then also like edge guarding Sheik when she gets up on ledge and then it's like Sheik's right in front of you. You like to try to go for F smash, and it's like you get some more damage that way, but Sheik mostly just ends up getting to the middle of the stage. Just trying to throw Sheik back off stage and resetting the situation is usually going to be a better option. What else? Use less dash attack, especially at low percent. It's not very safe. It worked a few times in this set, but generally is not going to be a very good option. But yeah, mostly just like spacing. Use your movement in neutral a little bit. It's hard to space around Sheik because boost grab is really fast and comes out really, or goes really far. But I feel like in general it wasn't too bad. So yeah, I felt like it was a good set to look at. And when you said you got destroyed, I was like, oh, maybe you got like 3-stocked every game or something. But both of these games were really close. Like you could have easily won them with like slightly better options or like choices at different situations. It really wasn't that bad at all. Okay, but now I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then I'm gonna play some, or do some solo practice. I have some stuff I want to work on whenever I play games today too. I will highlight that part of the stream and upload it for YouTube if you want to like go back and look at it later, Steez. Sometimes you look like a much better compared. Yeah, you look a lot cleaner. Definitely keep up the movement practice stuff. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. Maybe one thing to add to your practice is practicing your options off of ledge, like